Hey guys, so in today's video I'm creating this skull makeup look for you. So basically it's really simple. All you're going to do is take some black eyeshadow, a little bit of liquid liner and another, I used actually Raizin from MAC and Kohl from Morphe Brushes. That is the only two colours I have used, along with a liquid liner and a white eye pencil. So that's all you're going to need. I did also add a bit later on, you'll see some black eyeliner into my eyes, but that is it. So I've just carved out my cheekbones there, just to make it look, you know, skull-like. I didn't actually know exactly what I was doing when I began this video, so everything you see, I'm literally just winging it. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I had a devil mask, I didn't know if I wanted to use it. So I'm just putting black everywhere that you think you might look drawn in, or where a skull would, you know, have holes in its face. So I'm just going to put it everywhere and make myself look really drawn in, dead looking, you know, Halloween-ish, and just put it all down your nose, you know, you're contouring all your areas. Over the black on my eyes, then I'm just going to take some of that Raizin. I just didn't want it to be all black, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more colourful, and I think it really adds to the look. It makes it just gives it something else instead of just putting black all over your face. That's like really easy, even though this is like a super easy makeup look or Halloween look, you know, you've got to give it something else. And yep, starting to look a little bit dead there. So then just take some black eyeliner and just add it into your waterline, and then just sort of close my eyes and added it onto my top waterline as well. That's the only way I can sort of do it without it really tickling. So I've added it into my top waterline in a minute. You will see it coming up there. So yeah, just to make, you know, get rid of all the sort of skin or flesh colours of the eyes. Then I just sort of blended it under my eyes slightly. I didn't really do a lot of smoking under my eyes. I sort of liked the way it looked just with a slight little bit of Raizin under there. And then what's left on the brush, I'm taking into the outer portion of my eye there just to give it a little bit more depth. Nothing that I do is exact. Nothing that I've done. It was so random the way I was doing it that everything is just completely, you know, nothing's exactly the same on each side of my face. So then just take a black liquid liner and roughly carve out like the shape of your jaw, or how it would be if you didn't have your lips. Then here I'm taking this white liner. It's just a cheap one. I think this is just an MUA one. And just sort of start carving out where you want the teeth to be. I've just sort of, I didn't quite get what shape I wanted, and it took me a minute to sort of figure out how to do it. Once I got it down, I sort of sped along, and you'll see in a minute on the bottom, I actually just sort of ended up doing one big white line, and then I just sort of defined the teeth with the black liquid liner that you'll see in a minute. It was just literally the easiest thing ever. Like, I think this look at the end, excuse me, I've just eaten my tea, at the end makes it look quite difficult, but it really isn't, so don't be scared. So I just sort of ended up drawing them all really, really close together on the bottom, and I was like, oh, do you know what? Sod it, I'm just going to do it like that and then define with the brush. So I think it actually worked quite well, you'll see in a minute. So then just take the black liquid liner and define in between all of the teeth. I just did this really roughly, you know, you don't want them to look precise. They're teeth and they're supposed to be a devil's skull's teeth, so even, you know, not as much. So then just black out the innermost portion of your lips to make it look, you know, like they're, it's like half open, like, you know, when it's all black inside like a skull would be because there's no light. Then I'm just taking that Kohl black shadow from Morphe Brushes again, and I'm just using a tapered duo fibre brush. Everything I've sort of done, I've started with this tapered duo fibre brush, which is just a Jessups one. It's really, really cheap off eBay, and I'm just defining in between the teeth and giving it some shadow in there as teeth would be, you know, where the gums used to be, it would be like that. Then I'm taking the MAC Raizin, which is actually a blush, and I'm putting that onto my contour areas again, just to give it a little something else. I didn't quite like it with it just being black. I literally haven't shut up this whole video, but it's sped up so much, so it's not really long for you that I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, then I wanted to sort of start carving out some temple areas of the forehead. You know, it wouldn't be like a perfect forehead. So I just did a bit of contouring. I thought I wanted it a bit more defined, so I did the lines Then I'm taking that black liquid liner again, and I'm just going to black out my nose. You know, the skull doesn't have a nose. It's all gone away, and you know, it's just totally gross, and you know, devils don't deserve noses. Anyway, so I'm just blacking out the entire thing, which took me a little bit longer than I thought because the tip of this was tiny and I probably could have done with a different kind of liquid liner, but I was committed. Once you're committed, get it done. So just make sure all those areas are blacked out and it's as even as you think, and it looked really weird. Then I'm just going to add a bit of mascara. I was just missing a bit of mascara, and every sort of bit I did, I realised, you know, what else I wanted to do. So then I realised that I wanted to kind of make myself look angry. And you know, a skull does kind of look like that. You know, people have these weird tattoos and they look quite angry. So I'm literally just sort of mapping out where my anger lines would be when I sort of frown, and I did that just with that kohl liner again. So simple. Then I started using the liquid liner just to do, you know, the wrinkled areas of where would be wrinkled if you were, you know, doing that. Just a little bit of shading here and there on the contour lines, underneath the eyes. I do that a little bit thicker in a minute, you'll see. Oh, Cupid's bow bit. There we go. A little bit thicker under the eyes, and I think I was pretty happy with that, as you can see. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I really enjoyed making this one, and I have another one coming on Friday. Oh wait, nope. What am I thinking? I did want to go back in, excuse me, I forgot I added this bit on, and just thin out those lines slightly to make them look a little bit more wrinkly. I thought it just looked a bit too big and shadowed. So I just used a little bit of MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and just thinned them out slightly. It didn't really make that much difference, but enough to make them look a bit more like frowny lines. So now I'm done. I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Watch Friday's video for another bit more of a glam Halloween makeup look. I'll leave all my information in the bottom bar, and I'll see you later. Bye!